Good afternoon, Sandalwood staff, students, and families. It is my privilege and honor this afternoon to introduce to you your valedictorian for the class of 2019, Muncie Narula. Muncie has been a student at Sandalwood since grade 9. If there are two words I could use to describe Muncie, they would be resilience and perseverance. If you look at her extracurricular activities, if you look at her academically, and all the courses that she's done, those are the two qualities that stand out most. For example, I don't want to embarrass her in public though. She was playing football once, and she fell down because a gust of wind blew her over. She got back up again, never stopped playing football, continued playing football. And that is the perseverance and resilience that we're talking about. When we're looking at it in terms of academics, at the beginning of the year, she had 4 very, very difficult courses. She had advanced functions, chemistry, biology, and physics. She wanted to draw physics, but of course, I recommended that she should and she can do it. And she continued and did it, and persevered, and got an amazing mark in it. So without any further ado, I don't want to take time away from her. It is with great pleasure that I invite Muncie to the podium to share her thoughts and to inspire each and any of all of us to pursue our dreams and aspirations. Please welcome Muncie.
Hey everyone, before I begin this speech, I have a little disclaimer. I brought a grip with me. No, it's not to throw at the people who don't like me. My mom said I can't do that. I'll explain it at the end. Good afternoon to our administrative staff, to our wonderful teachers and parents, to all of our special guests joining us today, and most importantly, to the graduating class of 2019. I'm overwhelmed and honored to have been selected to deliver this year's Valedictorian Address. 4 years ago, I dreamt of standing here in front of you, and because of hard work and your support, this dream has become a reality. Thank you. Now, June 14th, 12:10 a.m. was the exact moment I began writing this speech. The exact moment that the Raptors won the NBA championship. Besides, I really couldn't sleep after that win, nor did I feel like studying for my calculus exam. Sorry, Mr. Safahi, you tried your best, but I still don't like derivatives. Now, it's time to go down memory lane and revisit some moments from these past 4 years. Grade 9 was the year first. Football games, basketball games, clubs, first high school friendships, and so on. On to grade 10, which was actually one of my favorite years. We started off the year with those Controlla, One Dance, Panda, and Can't Stop the Feeling vibes from the summer. Remember when they tried to get a group of us to do the literacy test online before the real date, and we just stared at a blank screen for a few hours until they realized that thousands of kids on the same website was obviously going to crash? And then the actual test that had us freaking out because we realized dress codes and uniforms were not the same thing? Let's not forget about the media attention that we got, because at least half of us wrote about some strange historical figures that we would like to meet. Grade 11, when the workload intensified, the physics, biology, business, law, math, etc. This was also the beginning of those long shifts at McDonald's, Walmart, Wendy's, Starbucks, and so much more. You know who you are, and you, my friends, are soldiers. Grade 12 came faster than we expected. The year of 18th birthdays and bad parking jobs in the student parking lot. This is also the year of infectious disease. I didn't think it was real until literally everyone caught it. I'm talking about senioritis. You know the feelings, miserable, nervous, confused, and always stressed? Well, the cure, it wasn't a vaccine. It was the minute that university acceptance were given out. It's like everyone suddenly just woke up. People started smiling and laughing, and with that, may everyone's averages rest in peace. Now, as I was writing this speech, I went to my Instagram story, and I asked you all to share your favorite memories with me. So here are your top picks. Mr. Wilson, Montreal, and for some reason, my concussion. Well, thanks to that, I'm known as the girl that got blown over by the wind. I guess I should be thankful there's no windows in this hall. I see a bunch of you pretending to blow air at me. Stop. We've been through a lot together as a class. The Halloween costume competitions, the pack rallies, alumni games, athletic banquets, mock trial tournaments, model UN conferences, our movie night, because even though it rained, it was still awesome. Spirit days, carnivals, campaigns, DECA provincials, this is a long list. SAC events, committee meetings, whether it was making the yearbook or organizing prom, talent shows, Asian heritage shows, where we learned our administrative staff definitely knows how to dance. Black History Month celebrations, host of conferences, awards nights, prom, and so much more. A bunch of us came to practices in the early morning, during lunch, and after school. With the bleachers always filled with support, some of us made it to the playoffs, semifinals, finals, and even became ROPSA champions. Congrats to the seniors on the boys ball hockey championship. Speaking of which, where did that trophy go? I can honestly say that the class of 2019 has been one of the most successful and outstanding classes in the history of Sandalwood Heights. And that's definitely no bias. We have persevered, overcome obstacles, and together we've accomplished so much. Like, the Climate Committee actually managed to bring in therapy dogs to help with mental health, which I loved. The Robotics Club had an outstanding year and brought home medals from the Peel Skills competition and the robotics competition. We had 25 senior HOSA competitors this year, making up approximately half the chapter. After a successful provincial competition, 2 of our fellow classmates actually traveled to Orlando to compete at the international level for DECA. Congrats to Lavji Moldani and Jervash Dosanjh. The Sixth Students Association hosted our very first lumber day. The ECO team worked hard to get our school ECO certified. Zonta ran an amazing Rapid Encourage campaign. The Girls Leadership Club held their first conference with over 200 feeder school students in attendance. The Social Justice Club had the Halloween for Hunger campaign, and our amazing skills students ran a successful Socks for Autism fundraiser, made their own lip balm, and put on a fabulous black light show. And that's not even everything that we've done this year. Great job, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, you're going to miss the friendships that you've made that have turned into family. The walks to the plaza at lunch, the famous back wall, your favorite class, whether it was English, math, phys ed, or music, and even the cafeteria tables or the spots around the school that you always chilled at. You're going to miss that feeling of relief when you got the same answer to the test question as everyone else. I mean, unless you were the kid that got negative 23 when the answer was 400. I mean, sure, there's some things you probably won't miss at all, like the music after the 1 minute savers, you have 1 minute to get to class, so get going, or the fire drills at minus 13 degrees weather, or the 3rd floor stairs, which never failed to make us feel like we were climbing a mountain. You're definitely not going to miss those long nights working on projects. I mean, sure, yeah, we had more than a month to do that roller coaster, that senior thesis. And what I can only say is the bane of our existence, the reason many of us feared skipping or going late to a class. No more of the infamous, a student in your household call. Now for the time where I would like to acknowledge the many people who have contributed to our success and give a special thank you to our administrative staff, our principal, Ms. Stiglick, and our VPs, Mr. Singh and Ms. Tiali Mitchell. Thank you for supporting the numerous school events and activities that helped to make our senior year memorable. Thanks to our guidance counselors who have tried their best to help us with anything we were dealing with, and thanks to the front office staff who constantly listened to our excuses about our cash online not working or why we had to call home, because sometimes test days were coincidentally the days that we got sick. Thank you to the multiple teachers at Sandalwood who not only ensured that we received the best education possible in the classroom, but taught us valuable skills in the hours they spent outside the class. Whether it was making lesson plans, coaching us, or running a club with us, these teachers are the reason we had the opportunity to really enjoy our senior year. Thank you to Mr. Hopper for coaching literally like 10 teams for us this year. Thank you to Ms. Cat for treating all of our injuries and giving up so much of her time to help us with our problems, so there was an application and assignment or we just needed someone to talk to. Thank you to Ms. Singer and Ms. Holman who empowered us to empower others. Thank you to Ms. Full and Ms. Watson, the reason behind our Shack events. Thank you to Ms. Rashad for always checking on our well-being and asking me if I had eaten my food on time. And thanks to Mr. Bajani for always checking on our mental health. Thank you to Mr. Patel for being someone we could always go to for genuinely good and blunt life advice. And for believing in me from the very beginning. And thank you to Ms. Barson, Mr. Whiting, Mr. Yu, and Mr. Wilson for roasting us and teaching us to be humble. By the way, Whiting, your Punjabi is getting better day by day. Shabash, good job. I could list many more teachers that I would like to thank, but I'll just say this. On behalf of the class of 2019, we appreciate you teachers who at least pretended to believe that our printers ran out of ink, or our print credits were done, or the Dropbox didn't work. We thank you for believing in us and pushing us to our limits, usually literally. Next, I would like to thank our parents and families for everything that they've done for us. Our parents and guardians are our first teachers, just like Ms. Stiglitz said. They've raised us without lessons plans, and it's thanks to them that we are who we are today. They have fed us, provided us with shelter, motivated us, dealt with our tantrums, and taught us valuable life skills. Today is not only for us, but it is for them. Definitely not be here if it wasn't for them. My parents have given me multiple gifts of resiliency, patience, and strength. Thanks to my mom, dad, and siblings for always being there for me. Unfortunately, I'm not moving out, so your job isn't done. Lucky you. Last, but certainly not least, we would like to acknowledge and contribute to Mr. Badognak. Mr. B came to Sandalwood and brought with him a ray of sunshine that touched all of us. We were lucky to have been in the presence of this wonderful man who would definitely be missed by many of us. Now for the time where I, a graduating student, gives all of you, other graduating students, advice for the future. Now, even though I'm not as smart as Aryan, Nikki, Abby, Amr, or Jaspreet, I'm not as talented as Yvonne, Savika, Harman, or Toysky. I'm not as funny as Adjunt, Imyola, Jaden, Arpin, or Parwas. I'm not as friendly as Utkarsh or Ramner, or as athletic as Shalini, Simmerpreet, Asma, Aksar, or Richard. I don't have courage like Arsh, Jasmine, Manat, or Haini. I don't have style like Aisha, Andre, Isha, Philip, and Muskan. Or the confidence of Sarah, Sid, Harshdeep, Simran, and Harshil. But I can tell you this. I believe everything happens for a reason. I believe I'm up here speaking to you all for a reason. And I know you're eager to go and celebrate graduation, but first listen to what I'm about to tell you. You are the creator of your own future. When you follow your dream, you are encouraging others to follow their own. Whether it's building one of the world's wonders, taking over the music industry, changing the course of medicine, or bringing a whole new meaning to justice, you are capable of doing it. When you start to hear things like, you should be playing it safe, or you should be happy with what you have, that's when you must remain true to yourself and believe in your dreams. Have faith. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back. You got this. I feel like I'm forgetting something. And no, this is not a symptom of my concussion. Oh yeah, this right. I guess it's finally time to tell you why I got it on stage. Nipsey Hussle once said, you've got to have faith in what you're doing and not take no for an answer. Instead of trying to build a brick wall, lay a brick every day. Eventually, you'll look up and you'll have a brick wall. Now this advice is strictly for you all and not for Donald Trump. I don't need that wall to be my fault. On a real note though, this brick in my hand is a building block. Just like the diploma you have now is a building block. It's a mere step towards the future that you are about to build for yourself. Tomorrow, you might wake up and lay another brick. Buy your first car, there's another brick. Move out of the house, start university, college, or work, and there's another brick. And one day, you'll finally see the results of the little steps that you've been taking, the bricks that you've been laying. One day, you'll look up and see that you've made it. But today, with this one brick in my hand, we have made it. Congratulations, class of 2019.
you know that after the valedictory address, you are now